Hey yo, welcome back to the channel guys. Today I'm gonna be scaling one of my favorite characters, aka Mori Jin. I recently just caught up with God of High School and I've been recording this guy's feats and he's mad powerful, mad fast. So obviously I gotta get to doing what I gotta do, which is scaling. In other words, in this video I'm gonna be scaling his speed and his AP, but before I get to all of that, make sure to like, subscribe, drop me a few comments down below, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. So first, let's talk about speed first. When it comes to speed, Mori Jin should be easily, massively faster than Light Plus. For the people that don't know, the category for massively faster than Light Plus is anywhere from 1,000 times faster than the speed of light and higher. Yes, this sounds very high and maybe not the truth, but before you get to those type of conclusions, let me spit real quick. So let's talk about the very first time in the series where the speed of light is well told. The first time this is stated is during the God of High School. Mirrors blatantly just stated to be attacking at light speed. There's no contradiction. See, now this is very important because we can either say two things from this. One, we can argue that Mori Jin is just narratively implied just to be above Mirror. During the next 2-3 arcs, it's very implied that Mirror doesn't believe that she's at Mori Jin's level or Daily's level. Sorry for my pronunciation, hopefully I pronounced that correctly. But moving on. Main point, if she's the speed of light and she still believes she's not even at Mori Jin's level, this would imply that Mori Jin is obviously above her in speed and AP, meaning that low ball, very first arc, we can get Mori Jin FTL. This would be very consistent because we also have a FTL speed for Mori Jin within the same arc. This feat would be, well, Mori Jin being able to stretch his well-known favorite weapon, Yui, right to the moon in a matter of a few seconds. This was pixel scaled to be a FTL feat. I just leave a calc for it in the description down below. But main point, it's very consistent for him in the very first arc to be at least FTL. The important part about saying that he's FTL within the first arc is that we can say that he's bare minimum the speed of light. The best thing about that is later on we know that he's able to amp himself, and the highest he can amp himself later on, a good amount of arcs later in the series, is that he's able to amp himself by 250,000 times. So by doing some simple math, if you want to say he's at least the speed of light, you just times that by 250,000 and boom, he's 250,000 times faster than the speed of light. Plus, to add on top of that, he can also wear his suit, and his suit has a speed form. Therefore, he would be even much faster than just 250,000 times the speed of light. The main point coming across, he's very easily, massively faster than Light Plus. This is really not up for debate, it's not up for discussion. But if you do want to debate me on it, feel free to join my Discord. The link is in the description. But now that I'm done with speed, I will continue into AP. For the people that don't know, AP just generally means attack potency. In other words, if I'm able to destroy a mountain, this would make me mountain level. And if you're not able to destroy a mountain, yet you're able to damage me, this would grant you mountain level AP. So just to start off, I'm going to be starting off by his lower feats. I'm just going to build my way up to his higher feats. So eventually his highest feat, or the max you should be able to scale him to, currently within the series. One of his lowest feats, in my honest opinion, is just be scaled to Continental. This would be able to match the same power as the Jade Emperor. The Jade Emperor stated that he had enough power just to wipe out Asia, which would be a continent. And from the words he states after that, we can clearly tell this wouldn't necessarily be the very first time he's done a feat on this type of level. You can also argue from the statements he states that the feat that he was about to perform wouldn't only just be continental, a possibility to be multi-continental. From the implication, it clearly means that he wasn't just going to take out Asia, he was just going to take out the entire world, and by world I mean the surface of the planet. Therefore, Lowball Jade Emperor would be multi-continental. Mori Huey, which is the clone of Mori Jin. Mori Jin scales above his clone. We know this because when Mori Huey, his clone, was trying to get some of his power, his body was starting to disintegrate because he couldn't handle the power of Mori Jin. So Mori Jin scales above Mori Huey scales the Jade Emperor multi-continental. Therefore, Mori Jin scales above multi-continental, so that's like a low ball. Another way to scale Mori Jin if you want him to be even stronger is to build minimum planetary. We know this because when he was amping himself and training how high he can amp himself, the planet itself literally couldn't handle the energy. If you want to get him even higher than planetary, you can get him to large star level. Darui has this really interesting feat of just blatantly throwing Jupiter like it's nothing. This feat alone is calced to be large star level. I leave the calc down in the description. Main point, it's blatantly stated that Mori Jin has more power in this terms of just, well, power than Darui has, so therefore he would just scale above this feat. Therefore, you have Mori Jin at large star level now. Another way you can get Mori Jin to large star level to multi-solar system level is by using the feat that Mori Huey and Darui have together, which is, well, pushing back Jupiter. I've seen multiple calcs for this, one calc that puts it at large star level, and another calc that would put this feat at multi-solar system level. You guys can tell me which one you guys think is more valid. I would just drop both of those calcs in the description down below. But either or, doesn't really matter which one you think is more valid. Mori Jin really just scales above either, so you can put him at multi-solar system level above that, or you can put him above large star level. Another way to scale Mori Jin even higher than that feat is using the feat of him being able to vaporize all of Satan's clones. I will drop a quick calc for it in the description down below, but basically it explains that him being able to vaporize all his clones would be low bar multi-solar system level, mid bar multi-galaxy level, high bar universal. And before I hear some people saying like that calc gotta be capped, you gotta remember right before he does his feat, he just amplified himself by 250,000 times, meaning that we literally don't know what he would scale at this point in time, meaning that any sort of feat he would have after wouldn't necessarily be a outlier. In pure honesty, he would actually be very consistent, because it's very much implied that after he has his feat, the fight between him and Satan actually affected the entire universe. It's never stated specifically, but like I said before, it's very heavily implied that the universe shut off because of the fight between Satan and Mori Jin. And as you guys should know, to become universal, you either need to be able to destroy, or create, or be able to affect a universe. Meaning he does have a universal feat immediately after, so the calc itself is actually very consistent. Plus, you could also argue that during this fight, Mori Jin was a 4D dimensional being. We know this based on the statements from Odin. Odin basically explains to Satan that the person you fought today was on the same level as when he fought Tathagata. In other words, a supreme god. Odin continues to explain that supreme gods are an entire stage above them. And when he won this fight, he became a being that was on a higher level of dimensionality. This is also implied during the fight between Satan and him, because the thing he wears around his head is supposed to be created by Supreme God. Therefore, he shouldn't necessarily be able to just break it. But then he breaks it during the fight, and Satan's all scared, and he's like, hold up. He's like, hold up, wait a minute. He's like a being from a whole nother dimension. So like, you have multiple statements implying that he's on a whole nother dimension of power. In other words, 4D. And if he's 4D, that would just by default be above any 3-dimensional tier, which would include the universal and high uni. And if you just want to be higher than just plain old 4D, you can argue uni plus. You can make the argument that yes, he did affect the universe, and now because he has 4-dimensional power, he should logically be able to affect a space-time continuum. That's just an argument. I'm not saying that he can't, he has never shown it, but based off the evidence, we can probably make the most likely assumption that he should be able to. So you can argue that he's universal plus. That would logically be the highest you can get him to. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. So currently in the series, the highest you can actually argue for is Uni Plus. It's very foreshadowed that from a few months from now, he's most likely going to be very much stronger than the tier that he was at in this fight. Specifically the fight between him and Satan. But yeah, man, right now, currently, the highest you should be able to get him is Uni Plus, massively fast and light. And with all that, that'll be the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to drop me that like, subscribe. See you guys next video. Peace.